What is the K9 Moto Cockpit accessory that you never knew you needed? Okay, not needed. Needed is your dog, your cockpit, your harness, and your tethers. That's it. You get out there and have a great experience. Maybe the goggles. I think the goggles is probably a need. But the K9 Moto Tailbag is definitely a want. Let's call it an enhancement, a major enhancement. And it's incredibly sleek and subtle and really sort of not something you'd ever notice. And that's kind of the point. It fits in here right sort of in this concave area, okay? There's where the roll bar is cushioned here. We've got a little bit of sort of a gap of a space that between the base plates and sort of the level here of the cushioning. And that's the sweet spot for the K9 Moto Tailbag, okay? Now, of course, you're going to want to check on your bike where the tail light is. The Tiger 900 just works beautifully. It's like they designed it for the cockpit and for the cockpit to have the tailbag. It just fits beautifully, and you can see there's still a ton of space here to see that tail light. So it works beautifully. Now, how much can you store here? It's a couple of liters. Is that massive? Absolutely not, okay? It's not occupying a big space. It's not going to give you loads of storage, but it's going to give you sort of storage that you wouldn't otherwise have. And that's kind of key when it comes to motorcycles, right? You've got obvious places where you store things, and anything that's sort of extra is that like sort of, wouldn't it be nice if I could? And that's what you can now. Now we're going to get to what we put in here, but let's just look at the installation. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. It ain't easy, okay? We have played with and tested so many different versions of how to tie this down. And here's the tricky bit. It's inverted, right? It is upside down and it's hanging. Now whether you have a little weight or a lot of weight in there, it's all hanging, and over time that hang creates sag. And that is sort of the technical challenge that we were dealing with. What we have developed works beautifully. I mean, phenomenally. But it's not easy to install. And basically, it goes around the various bars and plates. It goes into a slider. And then you want to always feed it back in on itself, and that really locks it in place. The first time you do this is going to suck. Again, I'm not going to lie to you. But you're never going to do it again. I mean, there is no reason to take this thing on and off. You're going to put it in there, do it right the first time, tighten everything down, it stays there, and it's waterproof, or at the very least, it's water resistant. I mean, the technical specs of waterproofing and submergibility, we're not going to get into that, but it's highly water resistant, so you can wash your bike with the cockpit on, you can wash it with the tailbag on, and you're good to go. It's locked in there. It's going to stay on tight, and it's not going anywhere. So now, what do you store in here? The key rule, and this really is a hard, fast rule for the K9 Moto Tailbag, is that this storage is not for you as the rider. It is for your dog. Anything that your dog needs can go in here. If it's for you, you got to find a different place to put it. Now, in this case, we have I got it caught. We've got some sort of various things from our sponsors, and I guess this is a good shout out opportunity, but we've got some Kong treats, we've got some Zesty Paws vitamins, and we've got some Wolfgang chew bites here, all of which Whimsy is just bonkers about. So this is clearly storage for her, and we use it for that. Now, the other thing that you can use it for, and that we generally do, is for the accessories. So this is her sun shield, right? This tucks in sort of right at the back here, and that's it. You still got loads of space in there. You can put her leash in here, you can put some other treats, you can put some toys. We often put the mother hucker or mini hucker back here, and it works beautifully. Zip it up, it stays dry, it stays subtle. I mean, nobody knows it's here. And when you need it, it's really in an extremely accessible location to take it out, use it, and get going again.